Welp, y'all, we are back. Day 40 of the story. And you know what? We were getting into some good stuff right here. And we had just started with old Solomon with some Proverbs. And I read a little bit of it and then I said, that's way too long. And I tell you, I think I'm going to read that little bit I read last time if that's all right with y'all. If it's not, you'll have to put it in the comments. I ain't going to be able to go back in time and change what's happening in this video, but at least I'll know I probably ought not go back and do that if this happens again. Because what I saw was this is going to be a long enough thing that it's going to take up about an entire day of reading. So I thought I might as well read the whole thing through. Let's go with this. This is Son of David, King of Israel, Solomon. For gaining wisdom and instruction, for understanding words of insight, for receiving instruction in prudent behavior, doing what is right, just, and fair, for giving prudence to those who are simple. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse. We want to be saved from that, don't we? My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke, because the Lord disciplines those he loves. As a father, the son he delights in. Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. It's kind of weird, Mr. Solomon. You're kind of talking about your dad here. Lucky he's gone on to be with the old elders, right? Yeah. A king's wrath strikes terror like the roar of a lion. Those who anger him forfeit their lives. It is to one's honor to avoid strife, but every fool is quick to quarrel. Sluggards do not plow in season, so at harvest time they look but find nothing. The righteous lead blameless lives, blessed of their children after them. or blessed are their children after them. Differing weights and differing measures, the Lord detests them both. Do not love sleep, or you will grow poor. Stay awake, and you will have food to spare. Gold there is, and rubies in abundance, but lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel. Food gained by fraud tastes sweet, but one ends up with a mouth full of gravel. A gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. I talk a lot. Oh no. If someone curses their father or mother, their lamp will be snuffed out in pitch darkness. An inheritance claimed too soon will not be blessed in the end. Do not say, I'll pay you back for this wrong. Wait for the Lord, and he will avenge you. A person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand their own way? The human spirit is a lamp of the Lord, that shades light or sheds light on one's inmost being. The glory of young men is their strength, gray hair and splendor of the old. Yep. The Lord, the Lord's hand and the king's heart is a stream of water that he channels towards all who please him. A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Haughty eyes and a proud heart, unplowed field of the wicked, produce sin. The plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely as haste leads to poverty. A fortune made by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor and a deadly snare. The violence of the wicked will drag them away, for they refuse to do what is right. The wicked crave evil. Their neighbors get no mercy from them. Whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered. A gift given in secret soothes anger, and the bribe concealed in the cloak pacifies great wrath. And a bribe concealed in the cloak pacifies great wrath. I'm not sure on what I understood with that one, but that's okay. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to the evildoers. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and olive oil will never be rich. Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. Take heed, you quarrelsome, nagging wives. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity. The sacrifice of the wicked is detestable. How much more so when brought with evil intent? A false witness will perish, but a careful listener will testify successfully. There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord. And on that is the end of Mr. Solomon's Proverbs. There's a lot of good stuff in there. There's some stuff I didn't understand. Some of it, I'm like, what were they trying to say in that moment? But it was very good still. Because his father's military success had secured Israel's borders, King Solomon could focus on diplomacy. architecture, and temple construction. If David's first approach to neighbors was to brandish a sword, Solomon's was to say a wise word and cut a deal. David was the warrior king. Solomon was the brilliant general contractor. When when Hiram, when Hiram, king of Tyre, heard that Solomon had been anointed king to succeed his father David, he sent his envoy to Solomon because he had always been on friendly terms with David. Solomon sent back his message to Hiram. You know that because of the wars waged against my father David from all sides, he could not build the temple for the name of the Lord his God until the Lord his God, once again, until the Lord put his enemies under his feet. But now the Lord my God has given me rest on every side, and there is no adversary or disaster. I intend therefore to build the temple for the name of the Lord my God, as the Lord told my father. Good for you, dude. My father David, I didn't get that part in because I didn't flip the page, when he said, your son, whom I will put on the throne in your place, will build the temple for my name. So give orders that cedars of Lebanon be cut for me. My men will work with yours, and I will pay you for your men whatever wages you set. You know that we have no one so skilled in felling timber as the Sidonians. I guess Sidonians. We're going to go ahead and we are probably going to end it on that right there because we got done with the big piece. And that is going to, yeah, we're going to end it right there. That's where we're going to end for today, y'all. And that was some pretty good stuff. I tell you, from this book, one of the things that I have enjoyed the most is when I read something like something that's taken place in the book of Psalms is a book all into itself. But the way they weave David's Psalms into the things that were taking place at the time that the Psalm is being written, that's pretty cool. That's kind of neat to see that just that song oozing out of him as he worships the Lord, and he's singing to his Lord, and he keeps saying his Lord. Even there, Solomon, my father David, and his Lord. Man, don't y'all got nothing for yourselves? Like, you got a little piece of God right here? Right there in the heart? Just a little piece of God, maybe? Maybe a little tiny part? Anyway, so we're at the top of page 184, day 40. It's a big day, 40. Some people get to 40 and they celebrate the big 4-0. I think that's the one where they give you black balloons for some reason. Why do you get a black balloon at 40, y'all? Did you guys get that? Sonny D, you got a long time before you're 40, brother boy. But let me tell you, they do it. Some deal with 40. And neither, Gene, you're going to be for a long, long time before you're 40. Well, y'all, this has been good. We got done early. I did all that, but it would have got us late if I'd have went and finished another page. I am not very fast. We usually average about 4 pages per time I read. 15 minutes, 4 pages. My goodness. My goodness. That is not good. Not good. I will never win a speed reading contest. Ain't gonna happen. Not to mention the words, them words. But hey, I love y'all. I hope y'all are having a blessed day, blessed night, blessed morning, whatever. Give me that old thumbs up if you like it. Share it with someone you know. Subscribe to the channel and click that little bell so that it comes back every time I come out with another one of these. I love you. Have a blessed day. And bye.